clearance. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Out now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 4th year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
When we talk about the best dual quarterbacks in the NFL, don't leave Deshaun Watson out of the conversation. 2 straight years he's been a Pro Bowler. Excellent numbers again last season with 26 touchdown passes, 7 more added on the ground, and firm leadership and control of his Houston Texans team. Now he's looking forward to taking the next step and beating Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the playoffs and getting the Houston Texans to a Super Bowl.
Out of the gun, Watson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Open man, the tight end Fells. That catch good for only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 40.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To the air yet again, Watson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And to me, he's one of the 2 most difficult guys in the league to game plan for in the NFL, and I add Patrick Mahomes in that category. But just about every team we talk to getting ready for Lamar Jackson says the exact same thing. We've got to slow him down running the football, yet no one's been able to really do it consistently. Now, the most impressive thing about his game to me, how he's developed as both a passer and a leader. His team believes in him.
Well, look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 14 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session of the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that play's not going to go on their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. it just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Baltimore!
Touchdown.
Mark Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This will make it into the end zone, and it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
25-yard line.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Fuller, incomplete.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. From the shotgun, he'll throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson. And this is caught by Fowles, right side. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And 11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. It's complete. Stays. And he's finally taken down. gets a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for Darren.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Dix on the coverage.
Throwing again is Watson. His throw incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Brandon.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup. They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football. It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
22-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. This pass into the arms of Snead. Willie Snead all alone.
You know they pay me extra for this.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Willie Snead. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that,
after a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the corner, Bradley Roby, and his guy. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that felt incomplete.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
at the 37-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Oh, man, it's Brown. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards.
First down, Ravens.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Ingram. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their heels after that run.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Brings up 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far. They've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. As the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Ingram's got the 1st down and more as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A gain of 19.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He pitches it out. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will make this now a 15. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. After the interception, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
At the 6-yard.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
49-yard line.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On second and 7, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Watson on first down. Turned to center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Second and 10. Throwing again. Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He's got Fuller. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Again, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
Texans 24.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a